Kia ora, ko John Pukamaki te Puingoa. Been doing some mahi at Awaroa whānau services for coming up 4 years.
Kia ora, ko Cindy Kelly-Aho, tēnā koutou katoa. I work at Waipupai Haora and I am currently on placement, but my main role is as our local SAM table facilitator.
Ko Aroha Mitchell-Gavin Awau. I work at Awaroa Whānau Services as a whakapakahaere.
What's working well on mahi is at Awaroa Whānau Services we have quite a broad range of kaimahi within our team. A lot of them bring lived experience into that space and are overwhelming amount of aroha for whānau that we support. I love being surrounded by the mātauranga that they bring and their aroha for not only whānau but our colleagues in Kaimahi. It definitely supports me to feel comfortable when I'm supporting whānau and working alongside our papa and tāne in particular, that I know I have the right supports around me to keep me safe as I'm out there doing the mahi.
What's working well in our mahi is I'm seeing an increase in the collaborative practice that we have as an area in Murihiku, and I think that we are slowly but surely developing into a space where we are all collaboratively working towards the goals of elimination of family violence within our community.
I think that being a small community, we're able to work a lot more collaboratively around our whānau that are struggling in some of these spaces. I think that we've got a diverse range of skill sets within our organisation and are able to really wrap around our whānau when we're engaging with them.
I think in particular, I usually look at these things with a lens of a tāne and our papa in particular, but I know that the world that we've kind of grown up in and what's surrounded us has contributed to our own worldview and belief of our position in the community and within our whānau. And I think that's a massive barrier for us, and it holds us back from realising our potential, but also being proud of who we are and being proud of what our role is for whānau. I'm fortunate enough to work alongside a lot of our papa and tāne, and I get to see that journey for them, where a lot of these harmful beliefs and narratives around being angry men, and that there's something wrong with us. I get to see them transform away from that and understand that the systems and society around them is holding them down. And for our papa and our tāne, it's almost a moment of intense pride. And when they realise their role within their whānau community as a leader, get to see that change for them and the positive impacts for whānau.
Major barriers and challenges. So I think when we are working with our contracts, it's only year by year, and that is at times a major barrier for us if we're not sure if we have a job next month, trying to future-proof our roles and our colleagues not potentially having a job in the next month. Other challenges are sharing openly and having the legislation to support our open sharing. So sometimes it's hard to know exactly what you can share from a SAM table space and what you can't share. And the more open our sharing, I think the safer our whānau can be, because I've recently heard someone frame it as they were a coroner and I'd never stood over the body of a tamariki and thought, I wish they'd shared less about that whānau. So I think that is kind of the harsh truth of where we live at. So making sure that we do have support to share as openly as possible across different organisations.
Some of the barriers that I see down here in Murihiku is probably a lack of specialised Kaimahi in the sector to help support and deal with family violence and sexual violence. However, there's a big uptake of Kaimahi that are wanting to educate themselves around this space, and so I'm really excited about what that's going to look like.
It's one thing that you would change. If I had a magic wand and I could change one thing, would be to encourage our workforce and encourage our kaimahi out there working alongside whānau and with our papa and tāne in particular to help reframe and shape the way that they look at the behaviour of our men, and to understand that the behaviour that we're seeing is a symptom of a bigger problem. And working alongside our papa and tāne is integral to achieving outcomes for whānau and to achieving whānau order in its totality and what that means.
If I could wave a magic wand, it would be that we would all have a shared collaborative space where we could come together, share openly and work together, and that it would be a big building where whānau could go and get support from different organisations, but it's in this one space. And I think that if we were able to do that, we could enhance the workforce by having shared trainings, having shared induction processes, and shared learning for new kaimahi so that we can upskill them.
Well, I could have a magic wand and change some of the stuff or make some things different down here. I suppose the networking and the collaborative work would be able to blend in a lot easier without some of the politics that goes on in the background around funding, around some of our rūnaka politics and whānau connections. So I would like for our whānau to be able to access services that is streamlined and easy for them to flow through and be supported every step of the way. Kia ora.